Hey guys, Kristen Smith here. After taking a little bit of a break for the holidays, I am back and I'm going to be doing an official trailer reaction to the Slender Man trailer. If you are not aware of what Slender Man is, it started out as like a creepypasta online, which is just like a scary story that people pass around, and it kind of creates its own mythos and gets some background and all this stuff. And it was one of the more popular ones, and it actually was transformed into a game, and that's when it kind of went into the mainstream, at least, where people knew about it who weren't just lurking around 4chan. So, you have this internet creepy meme, basically, that turned into a game. Then you had some children who thought it was real and killed their friend. Like, it went crazy, basically. And so, of course, Hollywood is going to make a movie based on this Slender Man. And I'm not sure how this movie is going to be, because it's one of those, like, it's very much like, we're just going to make a movie out of what's popular. It could be super creepy, because the game itself, the first couple times you played it, was actually pretty creepy, but I'm not so sure about the movie yet. I haven't seen the trailer, so we will find out. We're going to start it in right now. Okay, it starts out pretty weird. Oh, good. The trailer before the trailer. My favorite.
Where is my daughter? People don't just disappear.
He gets in your head. Like a virus.
Hi. That is a lot of hair. Oh, wow. Wonderful. Gross. Jump scare. There we go. When all else fails, add some creepy baby laughter to your trailer. Alright, so that was the trailer for Slender Man. Now, there was some stuff in there that... Okay, so it looked like it was taking the original story that was created online, and it was taking a lot from that, and the fact that, Slender Man targets children, and, he is able to appear to them kind of like mentally, and they can see him, but the adults can't. And there's all this stuff that was online around this mythology, and it looks like they're using some of that. And the thing that was really creepy about Slender Man, in the creepypasta was that they had all these doctored pictures of him where he's just lurking in the back, but you can't make out a lot of what he is. You just see this very slender figure in the background of pictures and stuff. And they had that kind of where he was in the woods and there was just like this little shot of him and he looked really creepy. But that shot actually I don't think was super effective for me. I guess it could have been creepier. Like I was expecting it. And as trailers go, I think they put a lot of creepy visuals in this trailer that had nothing to do with the Slender Man himself, which is good because they're leaving a lot of that for the movie. You don't really want to see too much of your villain in the trailer because then he's not as scary when you actually get to the movie. But the looks we did get of him, I don't think were as scary as they could have been. Now, the other thing that I'm not sure about this movie is that they're taking something that was a serious issue where you had two young girls who murdered their friends because Slender Man told them to do it. And then you have this movie that's preying off of that and saying that, this is a real thing and Slender Man gets in your head and it's all mental and like he's causing people to do this. So it's I don't want to say that it's making light of the situation, but it certainly is kind of hoping that people will see it because of that. So it's profiting off of this real life event that was serious and had serious effects. And so there's some things in here that I'm not sure that I like because that whole thing where like Slenderman can control the children, like I don't believe that was ever part of the creepypasta. I think that was just those two girls who made that all up because they had some severe mental issues. But I kind of wish that they had just stuck to the actual creepypasta story because it was actually really scary if you sat down and read a lot of it. And they could have done something really interesting with that. But it looks like they're going more towards a kind of typical horror movie setup, which should be fine. I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet, but it's still kind of early on. I mean, it just said coming soon. It doesn't even have a release date yet. So I don't actually know when this is going to release or how much more material we're going to get for it. At this point, I mean, I watch a lot of horror movies anyway, so I'll probably end up watching this one as well. But at this point, I'm not completely sold on this movie, but I'm also not sold. I'm in the middle. I'm like at a meh point with this movie where I think that it's got some interesting ideas, but I also think that some of the things that it is trying to do, maybe it's not doing as effectively as it could, and maybe it shouldn't be doing some of the things it's trying to do as well, and it should have just stuck more towards the story and the origin of this creature because they could have told a pretty cool origin story for this creature. Oh, well, that's my thoughts on this. I'm maybe a little critical of this one, but that's just how I see it. I'm a fan of the original story. I used to read creepypastas all the time because nightmares are my favorite. So I like the original story. I think it was a good creepypasta back in the day. And the fact that they're making a movie out of it is cool, but I just wish that it stuck more towards the story. So that's just my opinion. You can let me know your opinion in the comments. I'm sure you'll have many of them. And I want to thank you all for watching this. You can check out my most recent trailer reaction right on over there. And you can also subscribe to my channel over there. And I really appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all in the next video.